Tonight we are excited to hear from Valerie Link. She and her husband, Tim, sponsor a child from Africa. They have been sponsoring this child for a couple years, and they can see a difference already in what that child is doing and how that child looks. And we are so excited to have them share. Sponsorship is just one of the ways that Village to Village comes alongside our partners to help. It's $30 a month. It's spare change to us, but it makes a world of difference to those children. And so we have children sponsored right now in Africa and Moldova. So those are our two core countries. Eventually we'll get sponsorships in other areas, but those are the ones that we work with now. If that is something you are ever interested in, just let us know and we'll work out the details for you. The picture coming up is Valerie and Tim's sponsor child, and she is just a sweet girl, and we are so thankful to have her a part of our lives, and so thankful that Tim and Valerie have chosen to have her a part of theirs.
Why do we support Village to Village? Well, if you know Heidi Dove and the passion she has for Village to Village, you'll understand why we support them. We appreciate so much the opportunities Village to Village offers us to help others who are in need. We love their mission statement, and I'm going to quote that. Their mission is to provide sustainable resources to poor communities so the people they're helping can become self-sufficient. We think it's so important that not only just to give a hand out, but to give a hand up to these folks that we're helping so that they can become self-sufficient. Tim and I started sponsoring a child in 2019. And let's see, Heidi had a post on Facebook. She had 10 children who were available for sponsorship. The first time I saw it, I just kind of looked at it and said, oh, that's nice, but kept on going. And then the Lord kind of reminded me that He had put a burden on my heart to help underprivileged children, specifically those children who were not having all of their needs met through conventional means. So this time when the pictures came up, I looked a little different. I looked at them a little differently. There were 3 of them, and in looking through them, there was a picture of this little girl who had no hope. She had no hope in her eyes, and she looked so sad. And it just broke my heart, and I knew immediately what I was supposed to do or what I wanted to do. So I called Heidi, and she worked out the sponsorship. So we have been sponsoring Julie. She lives in the Congo since 2019. Through our sponsorship, Julie is receiving an education, she's getting food, and she's getting medical care. And all of these things are essential for a child to thrive in the Congo and well, anywhere. So we're just so humbled to be able to be a part of that. One of the things we particularly enjoy about working with Village to Village, we get updates. Even though we may never meet Julie, we get updates, we get notes, we get pictures of her, and the most recent pictures show her. She's gone from that sad little girl that I saw in the first picture to this happy, healthy appearing young lady, and she's thriving, and it just blesses our hearts to know that we are just a small part of the good things that are happening for her, and the fact that hopefully she's going to have a brighter future. Not only do we sponsor her, but we have the opportunities at Christmas to send additional funds, and those funds are used to buy extra little things for them at Christmas. First year we did it, we bought an outfit for her, and then the second year they used the money to buy treats, goodies, things that they normally don't receive. And you know, that's kind of fun to just be able to give them a little extra. And one of the stories that came out of that Christmas, we had a family here in our community who sent funds for all of the children to receive a Christmas gift. So there were children in Moldova who received the funds, but instead of spending the money on themselves, they chose to spend their money on food for another village. They saw the needs of the villagers as greater than their own and chose to unselfishly buy food for them. And, you know, to me, that sums up what Village to Village is all about. You know, Village to Village is taking Jesus to these folks who need help, and then they're seeing our generosity and feeling the love of Jesus, and then they're taking it to other villagers. And I just love that. I think that's just the most awesome thing, to be just such a small part of something really big. Why do we support Village to Village? We support them, simply when I give them money for sponsorship or to buy a gift at Christmas. I know that 100% of those funds is going to go for that cause. But in addition to that, I know that Heidi and her board are very good stewards of the donations they receive. I know that they seek God's will in the mission for Village to Village, and they pray over the money. Over the funds, and I know that those funds are being used according to God's will. So I guess in summary, we support Village to Village because we know that Village to Village is a means for us to share our blessings with others. It's an avenue for us to give just a little bit to help someone else in a really big way. And we know that Jesus, the love of Jesus, is being shared with other folks, and that is that's why we support Village to Village. We love their mission, we love them, and we're just grateful to be able to be a part of it.
Along with sponsorships, when you give to Village, that helps us do more for our sponsored children than the normal $30 a month. Sometimes there are special things that come up, whether it is a surgery that is needed or a home repair, or when COVID was in place, we were able to do more food bags than normal. So your funding to Village also goes to help our sponsor kids. So when you give funds to us, it is helping clean water, it is helping sponsorships, it is helping food, it is helping everything that we have our hands in. And we're so grateful for you for doing that and being a part of what we are.